everyone, iacon here. I wanted to go over ChatRPG real quick. It's my first game that I've launched. I'm actually making several over the past 2 years, but this is the first one that I'm launching, and it's a game exclusively on Discord. It used to be for Twitch and YouTube, but I have killed those in favor of Discord. It just seems like more people congregate there, it's easier to access, I can put more information on the screen, etc. So this is a short video to describe how this works, how it looks, and what you can do in it. So going from here, when you join the Discord, you'll get started on some basic information on how the game works. It's a text-based adventure, and it begins here. You can spawn enemies, you can fight enemies, you can use special attacks towards enemies. As you increase your XP and coins, you can not only increase your rank, but you can go to the shop and spend those coins on items that will influence, for better or worse, some of your adventure items, as well as unlock new commands for you to use to earn even more XP and coins. This comes at a caveat. The higher XP you are, the more higher risk reward some of these random events will be. And you get to choose, based on your items, even less randomized events and put it towards your favor. So once you read the getting started, check out the leveling system. This needs a little bit of update since this video is going to launch, but this gives you a good idea of like, hey, you're getting into these 30 roles, these ranks. These ranks will determine your modifiers for damage, for how much energy you have, your max hit points, all of those things. Then you have the shopping list. Again, it needs to be updated, but it shows you all the different things that you can purchase in this system, such as the Matrix Red Pill. That'll actually unlock the Matrix command and allow you to earn more XP and coins through that sort of system. My favorite is Skate. That actually unlocks a kind of a skateboard, Tony Hawk Pro Skater feel where you're building combos, and you only get paid on those combos either on an accident or a spill or the dreaded board snap, where it's a very rare 1% event, but you can actually lose the board by snapping the board, that kind of thing. Then you've got the command list. This shows you all the commands that we've got available for the game, things you can do, how to use it, how it works, all of that. So once you check that out, you can join one of 4 servers, and you can join all of them. So let's say if one of them is a little overcrowded for your liking, you can switch servers. Not a problem. We can add way more infinitely as we go. I own the database, I own the chatbot. Everything here is infinitely scalable, so it doesn't matter if there's 10 players or 300. Well, let's go to the server VESPERA right now. I've wiped my database file so I can show you how this works, but I'm going to type exclamation point, which is how you interface with the game, and I'm going to type join. This will show me a very lovely welcome screen that I have indeed joined ChatRPG. It gives me core commands, first steps, some tips, etc. Now, I'm going to utilize the first command, which is the adventure command. You can also type just exclamation point ADV for short. I do have some short commands that you can use. But if I type adventure, you're going to see that an adventure text comes up. This is unfortunately a negative event. I've startled the den of rust foxes, their metallic fur leaving scratches as they bolt past. Ouch. So I've lost 1 coin and 2 hit points. And it shows me my stats that are relative to this action at the bottom. So no matter what you're doing and where you're going, whatever adventure or different mode that you choose, it's always going to be relative to what's going on with you. So the basis for this is there's always good, neutral, and bad events. On bad events, there is a 30% chance for an enemy to spawn. At higher ranks, there are chances that a horde or a boss event can happen. And when that happens, anybody that's on the server, VESPERA for me, can actually fight the hordes and bosses with you. So there's private enemies, and then there's public enemies. But again, those are reserved for more higher tier ranks, if you will. So let's keep going. Let's go adventure again. I've run into a chest that is locked, and unfortunately I have no keys. How do I know? Because I can run the keys command. I have 0 keys in my inventory. Okay, well how do you get keys? When you adventure, the good, neutral, and bad events, I have some other ones in there. Some of them will give you items. Some of them will give you keys to auto-unlock chests. That kind of thing. So let's keep going. Adventure. This is excellent. Discovers a mysterious crystal formation emanating from an ethereal blue glow deep within the rock face. This is a choice event. I can either choose to use Adventure Mine or Adventure Observe, and the path is mine to choose. So for this one, I'm going to go Adventure Mine. So I chose, and it said, carefully extracts several valuable crystal shards but disturbed the formation's energy balance, causing a major shockwave. Oh no. I got more rewards out of it, but I also took a penalty of 5 hit points. So that's a bummer. Well, let's go over the items and shop commands. I can type exclamation point items, and I can see what items the game has given me. So far I've got 1 or 2 energon, I've got 7 mushies, and 1 revivant. So I want to utilize some of the commands from the command list over here, and I want to see what else I can do with that. I can see I can look at the items info. So let's go back, and I want to check out items info 3. That shows me item number 3, mushy. I want to see what that does. So it heals for 15 HP, and I can use it with items use 3. Perfect. Let's do that right now. Items use 3. Wonderful. I've consumed 1 mushy. It's healed for 15 HP, and I can see I've got 80 out of 80 left. Fantastic. That will increase your max HP as you increase in rank. So that is how the game is played. You're constantly doing these different actions in order to expand your game. So now I can go shop using the shop command. Got 1,000 coins to spend. So scrolling up, I've got all of the usable items that I can have. Then I've got different items in here that I can purchase and utilize. So for this example, I'm going to go shop, buy, I want 12. That's going to give me the skateboard because it says number 12 there, the price is 60. You can utilize some other commands to do things called multi-buy or multi-use, just some quality of life features. So let's say, for example, I also want the dungeon key, right? That's item number 27 right here, price 300. So I'm going to do a comma, and I'm going to go, what number is that, 27. When I hit enter, I've bought one board and one dungeon key. I've spent 360, remaining 656. Great, all relevant commands. So let's run the skate command. I stepped onto my skateboard, and I found my balance. Combo 1, pending 0 XP, 0 coins. Keep going. Your whole goal is to keep using these commands. So I ran it again. I've got 4 XP and 4 coins pending, and that keeps stacking every time. Oh! But transformed into a high-speed lawn dart. Combo ended. That means I've got a spill event. Combo ended, but I got 5 XP and 4 coins out of it. So I could keep going on that if I wanted. Or the new mode that I've created, dungeon mode. Let's check that out. It says I've already completed. It's because I didn't wipe the file. You'll have to experience that for yourself. It shows you actually a full grid of what that looks like. So let's see if I can find where somebody's doing that. Here we go. So this is one of my commands from yesterday. But it shows you that I can go dungeon up, down, left, and right, and I can actually navigate through this dungeon. There's chests, there's enemies, there's traps, and if you get to the end of the dungeon, there's a very fancy reward that's waiting for you. There's 5 dungeons you can choose from, it's all randomized, that kind of thing. So you can really do a lot in this game, including battles. I'm trying to find one for you all. Here we go. Full expression. He was interrupted by security guard ×3. His combo was ended. Prepare for attack. So he's not happy about that. So he wants to attack that enemy. He can use the attack command and actually attack this enemy as the enemy is attacking back at him. So this is excellent. You have enemies that spawn, will interrupt your keys, and then you get to take them on for more XP and sometimes coins. So as you can see, he's going and he's fighting it. Sometimes he's presented a choice, whether to attack, conserve, attack, push. There's many different choice events, and depending on what he chooses in the random dice rolls, he can actually get critical attacks or can get countered and hurt by the enemy. So it's a full RPG system in that you can attack, you can defend, you can make choices that will affect what you can do. And on top of that, there's special moves that he can use, using energy to attack this enemy for even more damage. Now, later on, and many players don't have this yet, but you can go to the pet shop, buy a pet, and the pet, depending on its stats, can actually attack the enemy at certain intervals. So, let's say you have a goldfish, and it attacks the enemy, okay? It does small damage, but maybe it can attack quicker, every 5 seconds, as opposed to the whale that can do more damage, we have to wait maybe about 30 or 40 seconds before you can use it again. That sort of thing. Now, as you see, he won the battle right here. He defeated 3 security guards, he got 32 XP and 6 coins. Quick! Type the pose command within 30 seconds for an XP bonus. As you can see, we've got gifts, we've got actual poses, he earned even extra XP off of that. That's this whole game. Everything that you do earns those things, either good or bad or otherwise. And that's really the full game here. There's a lot to explore, there's a lot of commands, there's a lot of fun things to do. You even got commands like VHS and games, where VHS is a great example. Once you buy the TV and you buy the VHS icon right here, when you use that command, it'll actually put in a movie. It'll say you're watching The Matrix. Come back in 2 hours and 2 minutes in order to get this amount of XP and coins. So there are even certain events that are AFK events that allow you to earn more XP and more coins, even if you're not on the keyboard. You can come back in those 2 hours, run that command again, and claim that reward for yourself. There's a lot you can do here. There's a lot of commands, but we try to simplify it as much as possible to keep you just keep playing over and over and over again, keep earning stuff. And the best part, you don't really have to sit on here all the time. You can come in here and make a few commands daily and still keep earning and stacking while you're at work, while you're at home, if you're relaxing, if you're in bed and you want to play on Discord, that's totally fine. You can do all of that. And this game, again, we're making more with it. We're making more commands. All the events, there's thousands of them. Thousands. And it's very simple for us to just keep adding more every single day. So do check it out. It's not as complicated as it looks. We've simplified all of the complicated parts behind very simple commands. Again, there's a lot you can do for the adventure system. If we go look at the adventure items, these items will actually unlock new paths for you. Like, for example, if you buy the map or the choppa, you have a certain percentage chance to now utilize paths that were made specifically for if you have the map or you have the choppa item. And those would show up under your items command too. So depending on what you buy, what you utilize, what commands you run, the streaks that you're running them on, it actually determines your path and what you get out of it. And the higher the item, the higher risk reward as well. When you have an increased rank, you do have a higher chance to spawn harder enemies. When you get taken out, if your health is 0, you have a 2-minute timeout unless you use a healing item. And again, there are such things as special attacks that you do earn on ranks. If you think of Final Fantasy or Chrono Trigger, you're right on the mark. Energon is what restores energy, and energy is what is used when you use the special attack moves. Let's put it that way. So that's the game. I realize this is a very scrappy way to explain it, but I'm exhausted. I need some time to rest. I wanted to get this video out to you all and do a faithful retelling of what this is in its totality. I think a lot of players see it and may be intimidated by it, but as you can tell here on some of the other servers, people are playing this non-stop, and it is very simple to run. They're using very simple commands to do what they need to do, get extra coins, build new combos for higher coin statuses, whatever. And even your rank determines how easy or hard some of these things are. A low-ranking individual might not get as many skate combos as they would otherwise, but a higher rank, it increases the chance for good or neutral events. Everything is based on good, neutral, or bad events. So just keep that in mind as you play and understand what this game is. And it's for everybody, and it's for free. You can play it anytime. You can put it down at any time. It's always going to keep track of your stats, no matter what server you go to, no matter anything. It preserves where you're at the time. So that's it. I appreciate you all. Please do give this a look. There's a lot of love and attention that's been put into this to make it simple and yet engaging and deep. So I appreciate you all, and we'll see you in the game.